Welcome back. And now we've built reports for our presentations, and we made 4 of them. Okay, and then we created a table that shows our stage, then regions, total sales, then price per unit, and the operating margin, the profits. So you can choose to build your report this way, or rather you compile them into just one visual, and that is called the dashboard. So the next we are going to build now is the dashboard. So first let's rename to be called a dashboard. And then what we are going to do first is to format canvas, and then you can change your aspect ratio to customize. Let's say I want this to be 820, or yes, so this is fine. And now what we can do is navigate to your insert tab and add a shape. I want the rounded shape. Okay, and then resize it. Okay, I'm going to use this for my banner. And so before any other thing, I want to go to my size and position. Okay, we've done that. Okay, we can turn on shadow. Okay, background is off. So all we can do is just close this and go to shape style and navigate to where we have the fill color. Okay, I'll be working with the navy blue color for my dashboard. And once you've done that, we can Ctrl C to copy this shape and Ctrl V to duplicate it and drag it down to the next line, and then Ctrl C to copy again, Ctrl V to paste, and then drag it down. Okay, in this case I want to reshape my size and make it a bit smaller and pull it down. Okay, and then Ctrl C to copy this size of shape, and then Ctrl V to paste it, and then bring it down a little. Okay, I think this shape is quite big. Let's make it a bit small, and then make this one a bit small. I'm just trying to create my dashboard background layout. And okay, we can Ctrl C to copy and then Ctrl V to paste. Okay, and there we are. And then one more time, let's copy the bottom one, Ctrl C, copy, Ctrl V, paste, and now we can slide it to the other side. And let's say we Ctrl C to copy this, and then Ctrl V to paste. Alright, and then we can slide the other one to the other side, and then you can resize it. Okay, so this is quite awesome. Okay, this is fine for me. Okay, you can either choose to align this to the left or to the right, depending on your style and your preferences, which is also acceptable depending on your design and your style. And then for this particular shape, I can say, okay, I think this is fine. Rounded tab, then top, bottom. So we are going to use this for our slicers, and let's change the shape a little. Okay, I think let's see our rounded corner. That's too round. Okay, I think 12 is fine. So let's just make everything 12, and this one 12, and we have this to be 12, and this one also 12, and then make this particular one 12. Okay, and now we've gotten our overview of our dashboard layout. So next is to insert a text box, and then try to resize it, and then you can move your text box to be on that shape. And now we can write a title. We're going to use it to write the title. So let me tab out, and okay, so our title is going to be, depend, you can make a capital letter or a, so I can call this to be Adidas sales and say report, and then Ctrl A to highlight all, and then bring it to center. Increase the size to be, let's say, 36, and okay, I think that's quite small. Let's make it bigger a little, 40, and I want it to be Sergio semi-bold, or can I make it bold? And okay, let me uncheck the bold so that it will not affect, and so that's fine. And so our text color, I'm going to choose white to be my text color. Okay, that's for right. Now what we can do for this shape is to go to size and style and turn off the background. Okay, and this is fine. Now we have Adidas sales reports. Okay, there we go. So the next is to okay, and I think let's turn on shadow. Shadow is on every one of them. Okay. Okay, so that's fine. And what I can do is I'll tab out and then have my visuals to select from. So what I want to do next is use the new card, the one with 1 to 3 inside, and select the card. And I'm going to use this for my KPIs. So let's start with total sales and unit sales, and we can add average price. We can add let's say operating margin profits, and okay, I think that is good. Okay, so that's fine. And now let's go to size and style. Oh, before that, and let's go to the layout. Our card, let's increase. Okay, I think we need to see what we've selected. Oh, we okay, and then let's reshape. We are going to reshape it to be able to fit that line. And one more DAX expression we feel to do is the count of the entire sales. So what we can do is, let's say our retail ID, we can right click and then new measure, we call this count of products, and then equals to count, and then let's say we count our retail ID, close the bracket, and we enter. Okay, so you can tab out and then click on this visual. So let's check the counts. Okay, and this is fine. Okay, so we are on this visual, and let's go. And what we can do is go to size and style. We want to turn off the background, and the size and style. Okay, let's go down below to layout. Okay, single row is fine. Then the shape, we want it to be rounded corner. And okay, so let's go down to where we have card. and what I want there is to be rounded corner. Okay, I think let's make it 12. Okay, 12 is fine. And alignment, we want it to be center. Okay, and let's say the accent bar, we're going to turn it on, and open the accent bar. Okay, let's add maybe a lighter blue color, and then the width of it, let's increase it, okay, a little, and this is perfect. Okay, can we make it glow? No, we can't make it glow. Let's see, shadow. No, that makes it bad. And what we can do is go to our callout values for all, and then I'm just going to make it Sergio bold. That's too large. Okay, and okay, let's see what we get from reducing the size. Okay, and then we can choose for count of products. Oh, let's leave it at all. Okay, and the alignment to be center, so that's fine. And then the layout, okay, that's fine. Now label reference to the cells, okay, that's fine. So okay, now let's go for the label. We can make it to be heading 5 and change our label to be bold, and let's say our label is what we have here, and then okay, so you can either choose to leave it below or to leave it above. I prefer above, is more eye-catching, and so that's it. Okay, you can add a reference image to all, or perhaps, okay, so let's say image now, and you're going to like locate where you have your image. In my case, I think I have one image to be on the download. Okay, I think I have, yes, this generated image. Transparency, let's increase the transparency. No, that's quite okay. I think that is fine. Okay, image transparency. Position, I don't want it to be right below text. It's below text. I'm trying to like move it to the back. However, this is not necessary, so let's turn off the image. Okay, now we are good. And then let's make another visual. So I'm going to tab out. And I'm going to choose this, which is the stack together bar chart. And now I'm going to select, let's see, what do we have from here? We have sales by city. Okay, I have done cities here, so I'm going to do region, and then let's have total sales. Okay, and try to reshape and make it fit into your box. Okay, and there we are. Okay, that's fitting perfectly to the shape. And the first thing I want to do is turn off my background. Okay, my background is off. My title. Okay, so I'm going to take out the total and try to make this a title case, sales by region, and I want it to be heading 5. I don't want to change the color of my font to be white, so it's visible and aligned to the center. Let's say I increase the size a little. That's fine. Okay, and we can have okay, now we can have our title to be closed. And grid line, we turn off grid line. Okay, and for the bar, you can change the color of your bar. Since I'm using white, I can just change it to white, and then you can change your preferred color that complements your background. And data label, yes, I want data label. So under data label, for the values, we want the color also to be white, and increase it a little. Okay, let me see, do we have data label for, okay, that's quite small, and our label is not. So let's see um let's see how to, okay, let's move it a little, and okay, what we can do is just try to precise and move this a little bit, and then move this one back a little bit, and try to increase, yes, increase the size, and Okay, with this I can choose to okay, let's try to see what works best. And okay, and try to move it around, or rather what we can do is for data label, let's see the layout, not single line. Okay, and for now let's reduce it a little and just leave it that way. And what we can do for the label, we just turn on, we can change the position to be inside, and then the value color, let's change it back to black. Okay, that's quite too inside. Okay, inside, and okay, this is fine. So let's try to make it bold a little. Okay, and that is it for that label. So okay, and for the website, let's go to okay, I'm gonna click close that, and so I'm going to close this. Okay, I think I've selected the wrong one. Okay, so now I'm back to shape. So on the y-axis, which is this, we can change the color to white, and then let's make the text size to okay, and then on the x-axis, let's okay, nothing to change there, but for the value, let's change to white and increase the size a little. Okay, I think this is quite fine. And let's say the distance between data label, let's say oh, okay, we have okay, I think this is quite fine. Okay, I'm trying to save my file as Adidas sales report, and then I'm saving it to the desktop area. Okay, and that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.